good anyway, and hope you and your wife and everybody's doing good there. It's always good to hear from you there. Don't be such a stranger.
Yeah, I hear you. Everybody's doing fine. I was talking to Night Train yesterday, and he was telling me that Mark, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we're all sorry about that, I'll tell you. It's a shame. It really is. I don't know. I want to definitely miss him. I know that. But, yeah. He'll definitely be missed, my friend.
Yeah, it's ironic, because I was going to call him yesterday before I got on and see if he was going to be on. Glad I didn't.
Well, I don't know. If he would have picked up an answer, you could have told me about it.
Yeah, heartbroken. I like Mark.
Oh, so do I. I grew up with him, actually. You know what I mean? We were kids when we knew each other and goofing around and carrying on, so I knew him for quite a few years.
Did they figure out what happened?
It was his health. It was all related. No, the easiest way to say it's all related to diabetes, and he had a lot going on, so it was a combination, I believe.
Yeah, that's what had me down, diabetes.
Yeah, that was the main cause. Yeah. That stuff ain't nothing to fool with, but he had it for years, and he I don't know, he kind of played with it there, probably more than what he should have.
Yeah, 10-4. You sound good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on the old 2950 tonight. That's what I'm on. I was trying out. That was me, by the way. Oh, I told you that already. I was in here throwing carriers. I was setting up the amp meter on the power supply, and I had the mic turned off, I think.
Yeah, I can tell what you're doing. You give me a good 9.
Hey, Roger. Good deal. Hey, do you hear the other fellow I'm talking to? His handle is Goose.
No, he's over hear you.
All right. Yeah, he's down there toward Wayne, down the King of Prussia way there. He's down there a bit, you know.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I just figured I'd come down and see who's going to be on tonight.
I'm glad you did, because I thought about you a couple times there, and but what can I say? And there you are, the golden voice. You got me good. I guess it was last week I was sitting there thinking about you, because I know I haven't heard you for, oh God, it had to be a long time, really. But anyway, welcome back. Get in there, exercise them radios and mics, and, give them the business.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Great. Hey, 10-4. Hang on a minute there, Double D. We got a breaker in there. Go ahead there, Mr. Skyrider.
Hey, good evening. Double D, that must be the first time I hear you. Just flipped on the 11 meter, and sounds like there's a good party going on already.
Well, I don't know. I just got in here a little bit ago, because I finished up my little project there and put it in. I forgot tonight is Classic Radio Roundup. I forgot all about. Or this is night Thursday. No, tonight's Wednesday night.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday night.
It's hump day, man.
It's hump day, yeah, so the old Classic Radio Roundup is going to begin. Somebody can start it off, though, because I'm not on a classic radio. So somebody has an old beat-up piece of jalopy there. Go ahead and take it away.
Well, you didn't like that when I said it's Friday?
Well, no, because that throws me for a loop. I have stuff I got to do, and I didn't do it by Friday, so that would be a disaster for me.
Ooh, yeah, I guess it would be. My bad. I didn't know you had something you had to do before Friday. I thought it was just kind of cute.
Well, now, I'll tell you. Is there anybody in here has a Classic classic radio right now.
Now I'm on the 2985.
Up, does that count?
Nah, okay, that's not a real classic, and no, it don't count if you have it sitting in the corner. It has to be on.
I can turn it on.
Oh man.
I ran the coax to it. I'm not gonna hook up the Cobra 2000. I don't even know what I'd do with the pen. To plug in a microphone.
You won't go over 2,000. That's kind of a, I don't know. I don't know. It's old. I don't know if it's classified as a classic. Maybe it is. I don't know. You know. But you said you don't have a mic. I don't know. You ain't got it running. You just said you're going to plug it in and turn it on, but you're not going to use it.
I don't know what I'd do with the 6-pin.
Cobra 2000 is a classic. They stopped making that about 15 years ago. Maybe 20.
I remember taking it out of there. Pull in the back.
Hey, again, Skyrider?
Yeah, that's what goal in the back.
Is neck control in there?
Yeah, Goose was down him out. I know Pete has a classic radio, but he's not out here yet.
Yeah, I didn't hear him either. I thought Skyrider said he heard him in there.
No, I didn't hear him. I heard you talking to somebody, Double D. I can hardly.
Heard who?
I'm just tired. I'm ready for a nappy.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep well tonight, I think. I think, anyway, if I sleep at all. I'll probably snore.
Does that wake you up?
Nah, only my wife when she does it.
Yeah, I don't hear myself snore. I usually go into deep sleep. You can set a bomb off. Sit there and kick me.
Hey, JR.
No.
I don't think anybody wants to kick you, but, you know. Yeah, go ahead there, Double D.
I got the little amp on here, the 60s. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. You're giving me, you're in my red scale anyway, so yeah, I think you're doing okay.
Okay, like I said, I haven't fired this one up in a long time.
Hey, Skyrider, see if we can get back to Double D.
Yeah, it is. Where's Double D located?
He's over there in Saratoga, over by where Alley Cat was.
Okay.
You walked to somebody.
Hey, Double D, here's a Skyrider. Can you pick me up?
You got my ears coming.
Yeah, I hear you. You come in here with a 6 and swing and a 7. Yeah, in Pine Fort.
Ah, 10-4. What's your 20?
Pine Fort. Pine Fort.
One more time?
Pine Fort. Outside of Boston.
Where? Yeah, we're over here in Saratoga.
Roger that.
Yeah, good old Saratoga.
Yeah, there goes Pete. What's up?
Yeah, good old Saratoga.
Sounds like we got some skip land going on tonight. County-wide, good evening all. Classic Radio Roundup.
And it's yours. Take off.
Take countywide. My bad.
Good evening there, Spitfire. Yes, there is some Kentucky skip in there. I heard in there. I heard a couple fellas I haven't talked to in a long time, but I'm going to keep it on the lowdown.
Oh, I thought I heard the menace out there in Idaho.
I don't know. You always hear menace, and a lot of times I don't. We're on that borderline of Idaho and Tennessee, I guess.
You got that mountain blocking yourself out to the west. But I thought I heard them. I'm not certain of it. You know, I'm using a cheesy little radio receiver tonight, but it's working.
Well, the receiver's cheesy. What's the transmitter?
Multi-Elmac AF-67 with my ATS 20 plus Chinese Arduino receiver.
Don't say Chinese. Well, I gotta admit that I think that does classify as a classic.
The transmitter does, but the receiver don't. But I wanted to try out the combo and see how it worked out. So far, so good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good yesterday. Sounds good today.
I got my potato shakes with it. Come on, Pete.
Yeah, hello there, Goose. Hello, Skyrider, Double D, Spitfire 441, the countywide radio.
I'm out here listening too.
Hiya, Wayne.
Hi, Pete. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Wayne.
Hello there, JR.
You got running water today, Wayne?
Yeah, I left my tap open in the sink, so it's been running this whole time. It hasn't froze up.
All right, well, that's good news.
Hey, Wayne, the other night, were you out of electricity? Do what? Did your electricity go off over the weekend?
Did your electricity go off over the weekend?
Oh, it went off about 3:30 and was out for about a minute. Then it came back on. That's the only time I lost it. One other time, my space heater shut off, but the electric was back on by the time I could get over to it and turn it back on. Yours over here went off about, about 7 o'clock. It didn't come on about 1:30 in the morning. No, I've been good. I've been having electric here the whole time, except for those two little quick circumstances. Yeah, 10 for work. It was funny because we had the electric recliner chairs. Damn things wouldn't go down because the electric was off.
Yeah, my power was off Sunday night into Monday night.
Yours was off, it was raining hard that night. I can't remember, maybe it's Sunday. Maybe it was, from 7 to like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know what the cause was here, as the high winds knocked over some of them dead ash trees and took the power lines out. Both sides of my street, up the road and down the road.
Over here in the cul-de-sac, everybody was out, but a couple of these guys got the generator to our house out, so they were fired up.
Who's the joker on sideband? Sideband is Sunday night. Wednesday night is classic radio, amplitude modulation. Missed you on 160 tonight, Jim.
Oh, yeah, I was out there working on my project. I finished it up. So I just got in here just a little bit before you came in, actually. So, yeah, I wasn't on. So, how'd it go, all right?
Yeah, the PD built homebrew balance line tuner is working great. For an hour and a half at 250 watts, no problemo.
All right, no incidents with SWR shutdown, kickback, or anything like that. That's awesome. Well, I think I'm convinced now. I think they gave you another radio. That's what I think.
Yeah, I kind of think I got another radio, but I also think, in comparison, using the VNA between the Chucky built and the PD built, my coils being bigger, and I passed this by Dave, and he kind of concurs that my coils being bigger give me wider bandwidth or better Q. So it turns out my tuner is kind of better than his tuner.
Well, that makes sense because on that band there, you know yourself, you go, a little bit of left, a little bit of right, boom, you got to readjust your swerve. So, yeah, if the bigger, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. I guess that's why some folks like them big elements on those beams, you know, bigger diameter to get better bandwidth. So I don't know. That makes sense to me. Good deal. Oh, it's funny how things work out.
Yeah, I get almost 50 kilohertz worth of bandwidth versus like 25 or 30 kilohertz. So it's flatter for wider frequency range, and seems to be that the bigger diameter coils are better in that neighborhood.
Yeah, sometime I'll have to check my tuner just for curiosity. I know it's not going to be as wide as yours, but I see what's in there. But I'll check it out because I use a little bit different materials. But it will be interesting to see.
And I'm talking, 40, 50 kilohertz bandwidth before it goes above 1 to 1. 1.1 to 1. So, it's much wider if I go to 1 to 5, but if I'm talking from 1.0 to 1 to 1.1 to 1 is about 40 to 50 kilohertz.
All right, I'll keep that in mind when I check it. Go down and check there. I'll have to play with that idea. I'm curious, but I'm sure you got it. I think what you did is a plus. But I still think he gave me a new rig, regardless. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue the point. But yeah, I checked it out to 1.5 to 1 on a normal radio, like a tube rig or, my modern transistor rig. 1.5 to 1, it won't care. And that's about 100 kilohertz before it gets to that point.
Yeah. Good. That's neat. That's impressive, actually. Boy. Wonder how... Boy, if you had the room, boy, can you imagine? You can get quite creative there. But that would take up a lot of room. Go bigger. Go bigger. But, you're fine where you're at. That will do everything you need to be done.
Yeah, I know. It does lend room for imagination there, doesn't it? Imagine if I had 6 or 8 diameter, 6-inch or 8-inch diameter coils. But then we're talking a whole lot more copper, and copper's not cheap, and my 6 diameter coils, each one's 20 feet of copper at $2.80 a freaking foot. So it gets to the point of ridiculousness. But it is pretty cool when you can put crap together, and it looks like kind of crap, but it works really well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. It seems to be working out pretty well. The radio was happy, and I got to chat, and I didn't have to fool around. And so far, so good. Countywide.
Well, I wouldn't say it looks like crap. I wouldn't say that at all. But for whatever bugs you or whatever reason you think it might look, or you can modify it later down there when you ain't got nothing else to do, just kind of sit there and look at it. I could do this. But regardless about the money thing, if money wasn't an issue, creativity, boy, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? I can see it now. That'd be pretty wild. That'd be fun to play with.
Well, and reality sets in, and money is a constraint because, none of us are got money to just piss away. We got money to spend on things that are required, but we still want to be prudent. So with trying to be, I don't want to say cheap, but prudent with my money and get the most out of it, I think I did pretty good. And yeah, I think I could clean it up, make it look a little bit better. And yesterday my knife switch came in, so I haven't had a chance to mount that yet. But that'll make more tuning available. So in other words, any frequency in the medium frequency or high frequency range, I should be able to tune. At this point, I can tune 40, 80, 160. But with that knife switch and being able to flip the capacitor between the hot side and the cold side of the coils, I should be able to tune anywhere in the spectrum. So I'll probably do that this weekend. But as is, it's working, and that it makes me pleased because I did it for like a quarter of the price of a commercial unit that probably can't handle the same power mine can handle.
Well, if you got 40, 80, and 160, I'd be looking at what Dave's talking about there. That vertical dipole. I'd be playing around with that for the upper bands. You know what I mean? I think everybody kind of does better with all that. More spa, I don't know. There is guys that use the flat side, but I'll tell you what. I compared my vertical, but I shouldn't use that as an example. But I compared my vertical to the flat side wire on those upper bands, and I don't know. The vertical always wins.
Well, on that score, it ain't so much to get those bands, just knowing that I can if I want to. And I've already, compared that antenna on a lesser tuner, but my 3-element Yagi 10, 15, and 20 always blows the wire away, always. I kind of just want the ability to do it, but it's more because I found on my antenna that when Dave wants to go to these weird frequencies like 3650, I needed to flip the capacitor to the other side of the coils to get 3650. But on 3885 or 3873, the normal AM frequencies, everything was cool. But I, so apparently there's frequencies out there where you need the weird combination. So I want to have the ability to tune anywhere I happen to wind up going.
Yeah, I think we discussed that when you were designing, because when you first got in there, you said, "Oh, well, I can do 160," and I know that's really wasn't going to happen because you got something like that going on. You have where you can doing what you're going to do, capability between anywhere you want to go. That's fine, dandy. A couple switches here and there, or retapping, or whatever the case. Whatever you got going on in your little head there, or your big head, however you want to look at it. But yeah, utilize it. I'm absolutely with you. I wouldn't do it no other way myself if I was going to go that route. But absolutely, yeah, you're on the right track. Listen, I don't want to hold it up here. It is Classic Radio Roundup, so I don't want to get yapping here and let everybody on the side. So you go do your thing and let them guys do their thing, and I'm going to clean up here, okay? So we'll catch you. Are we listening?
Yeah, we're all on here doing our thing, playing radio. But yeah, I want to, whether I use it or not, I want to have the ability to do so, because you just never know. What if my other antennas fall over or something happens? I need an antenna, so I'm ready to go if such a case arises. And it is Classic Radio Roundup on my 70-year-old radio transmitter here at the Countywide Radio Transmitting Facilities. It happens like that, Double D.
Yeah, I know.
So where are you at in Saratoga? I don't know if we've ever nailed this down before. I mean, I don't need an exact, but a relative. Because I'm not really Saratoga, but I'm probably closer to there than anywhere else.
Oh, you know where the police station is over there?
Lower Pottsgrove.
Yep.
Oh, so you're over in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, around the corner from it.
Yeah, you're like 2 miles away from me or so.
Down the street from me.
Yeah, and you're also 2 miles away from me. He's just 2 miles in a little bit different direction.
Yeah, down the gully here. I'm down the hole.
Yeah, you're over there where Trucker used to live. I don't know if you knew Trucker or not.
Nah, I didn't know.
Yeah, he passed away a few years ago, but he used to live over there near the police station, and he used to get on there and annoy people, saying "Trucker, Trucker, Trucker! All you're gonna hear is Trucker," with his mag mount antenna on his refrigerator. Brigger.
Yeah, I hear that. There's somebody over here on one of the side streets, but I don't know who it is.
Is your magnet mount really on the refrigerator?
Yeah, he ran a mag mount on his refrigerator, but he was only 2 miles away. So people within, 5 miles or so could hear him, and he'd be kind of annoying sometimes. But everybody else further out didn't know he existed.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down here in the hole, but we're here.
I think Funky Ground Plane's out in there. Top of the evening there, Funky Ground Plane, Countywide Radio, 441 Spitfire. Top of the evening.
I'm having some antenna issues, so I can't run no power, so it might be kind of hard for you to hear me. I'm having some antenna issues. But nevertheless, how you later, man?
Yeah, I hear you all right, Funky. I mean, there seems to be some skip land noise or something in there, but I'm copying everything you said, no doubt about it. So, sorry to hear you're having antenna issues. Hopefully you get it straightened out soon. But thanks for checking in. Funky Ground Playing on the Classic Radio Roundup.
Where's he at? I couldn't hear him at all.
As soon as the weather break a little bit, it'll be straightened up. But I had to come out here and show my love and support. You guys take it easy and make sure I get checked in. Funky Ground Playing over here in Norristown, Center.
Yeah, okay there, Funky. Well, thanks for checking in, man. I hear you, no problem at all. But you're not your usual self for sure, but I hear you. And appreciate you checking in on the Classic Radio Roundup. And to answer your question there, Double D, Funky is in downtown Norristown.
10-4, yeah, I couldn't pick him up.
I couldn't hear him either, but then I got an S5 noise level from my heat exchanger.
I can hear him on my $30 Chinese radio receiver. Come on. I showed you that thing, didn't I, Wayne? Did I bring that over there? No, I didn't. I thought I did. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring it over there and show it to you for $35, whatever it was. It's too cool for the price point. If it was any more, I wouldn't have bought it. But for the price point, I'll give that thing a try. It's actually a pretty damn good radio for the price point. It receives AM broadcast through the FM broadcast, everything in between. AM, upper and lower sideband. It's got selectable filters and use tuning steps. 1, 5, or 10 kilohertz steps, and it'll shift. It has a band button, so the easiest way to tune through frequencies is hit the band button, and it has all the shortwave broadcast bands and all the amateur bands as landing points when you hit the band switch, going up or going down. So from there, you can dial wherever you want.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool little radio. Built-in speaker, built-in battery, rechargeable, and it comes with a little telescoping antenna, BNC connector. That works okay if you're outside. But I got it hooked up to my my real antenna here, and it works pretty well. It's got pretty good sensitivity.
Sounds good. Yeah, I need to find something new because my scanner, I plugged in my scanner and it won't even power up.
Oh well, it's not a scanner. It's more of a shortwave radio.
Well, this was one of the earlier scanners that I bought off of Chucky. And it's got a whole range of frequencies in it.
Yeah, this doesn't scan at all. It just doesn't scan, but it is a shortwave radio. That's the best way to describe it. Come on, Funky.
Is that the radio you're talking on now?
No, I'm on a 2-piece setup. I'm on a transmitter called a Multi-Elmac AF-67, made in 1954. When 11 meters was an amateur band. So it's all tube transmitter. But I'm using an ATS 20 plus Chinese SDR receiver.
Oh, wow, it sounds good, man. It sounds good. I was actually on my transmitter a little bit earlier. It sounds good, man. Nice quality audio. It's nice and smooth. I'm looking at you on a scope over here. It's clean. But I'm going to get out the way. I can't hear the guys you're talking to, and I'm pretty sure they can't hear me. I'm having an antenna issue. One of my elements dropped into the other section, so it's in my SWR crazy. So, I can't transmit real good, and I can't hear real good. But tell the guys I did say hello. I'm going to get out the way, but you sound wonderful, man. You sound really good. Keep up the good work. On Funky Ground playing, getting down.
All right there, Funky. Hey, I appreciate the flowers. I really do. It took a little bit of love to bring this 70-year-old transmitter back into the realm, and it's fun to run. So thanks for that. And yeah, you're doing fine up here, even with your issues. I hear you, no problem. Appreciate you checking in, and I'll pass on the word. Funky Ground playing says top of the evening to everybody on Classic Radio Roundup.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm running this old Dustin built Striker at 955 on the stock mic. Barefoot radio. It says I'm doing about 40 watts, but I got about 15 watts reflex. So, SWR is not good and everything because of the antenna. But it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Keep up the good work, big brother. You sound wonderful. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. And let your family know that there's somebody in and they call me Funky Ground playing. Give everybody a hug. I'm 10-7.
All right there, Funky. Well, thanks for getting up on my antenna. You're doing your thing, all right. No problem at all. Got you on the video gate for the proof that you made it up here to the volcano crater somewhere around Sanatoga. Me and my Multi-Elmac AF-67, 70-year-old AM radio transmitter. And my less than 1-year-old Chinese radio receiver. Yeah, if you want to find the Watergate there, Funky, my username on Classic Radio Roundup on YouTube is 441 BSA, Birmingham Small Arms BSA. So it's 441 BSA 1968. Copy? You copy that, Funky? YouTube 441 BSA 1968. Yeah, the British are the best. They made the best bikes. Well, the Italians made some pretty good ones too.
Yeah, you gotta love that torque on them, the old Triumphs.
Yeah, I've had some Triumphs, but I have more BSAs. I'm a BSA guy. They're like, the upper class British bike.
Yeah, there were definitely fewer of them around. Yeah, they were special.
Yeah, I was trying to find it. I see 441 BSA 1968. I can't necessarily find it.
Well, it's not live. You'll find previous gates. Tonight's gate will be uploaded tomorrow. Copy?
Just for a reference, is it 441 BSA 1968?
Roger. You should find all kinds of Classic Radio Roundup video gates on there for the last 15 years or so. Copy? Yeah, if you'd subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you subscribe to my channel, that'll put me over 250 subscribers, which completely amazes me. But anyway, you'll be notified when the new gate is uploaded.
For some reason, it's not showing me that. It's just showing me a bunch of bikes. Is it exactly 441 BSA 1968? Is there anything else?
No, that's it. You got it. That's my channel. There is some motorcycle stuff on there and some other junk on there, but it's mostly radio gates. Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial.
And this portion of Classic Radio Roundup is brought to you by Fred's Discount Voodoo Emporium, where our motto is, if you want someone dead, come and see Fred.
Yeah, and come see us for a special on our stainless steel ganja dipped voodoo doll needles.
Yeah. I just sent you, Breaker. Is that 8-bagger? Just subscribe. Ooh, what, where?
Hang on, Funky's in there.
327, Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, hang on there, Funky. There's a lot of traffic up this way. I'll give you a holler when it's clear.
Hello. All is well for everybody out there. What's going on?
Got Skip in there or something.
Yeah, but we got Sandbagger in here.
Yeah.
Funky, come back with your last transmission.
It's a bonus night. Subscribe to your channel. So, you should see my, subscription. I took you to 7 subscribers.
Yeah, 10-4 there, Funky. Yep. You pushed me up over the top. Thanks. Appreciate the subscription. And that way you'll get a notification anytime there's a new video gate uploaded. 10-4?
Okay, I'm gonna take a standby. You guys take it easy. I was just checking in, show my respects. Funky ground playing non-sound, standing by.
All right there, Funky. Thanks again for checking in. And thanks very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, making Classic Radio Roundup popular again.
Yeah. What do you mean again?
Well, all right. Well, I'm not all that fast on my feet all the time.
Is that Killbagger? No. That would be my alter ego, Dirtbagger. Ah, we got a good bagger tonight, 10-4.
Oh, there's the big old Greenie. Man, Greenie. Man, ever since you put that vertical up, you're killing it down here.
Well, that's a good thing, man. I always did like to be heard. So I'm taking a step in the right direction.
Yeah, seeing as how my cheap Chinese radio receiver has got the crappiest S-meter ever known to man.
What radio are you using?
My cheap Chinese ATS 20 Plus for a receiver.
Now, that's not classic.
No, but my transmitter is. My transmitter's 70 years old. That's classic.
What you transmitting on?
My 70-year-old transmitter that is not the B&W. And if you think about that, you'll know what it is.
Oh, if it's not the B&W, it must be the Multi-Elmac.
The mighty Elmac AF-67. This thing kicks butt, especially when I put the attenuator in there and I can run it into the 8-bill.
It sounds real good.
It's a good radio. 6L6 and shove yank, feeding a 6146.
Shove yank.
Hey, I'm picking up all those AM terms now.
I always liked that one. Shove yank.
The first time I heard it, I knew exactly what they meant. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
The old push pull.
Nope, shove yank.
In reference to 10-4.
It does sound good though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's shoving and it's yanking.
Yeah, with the attenuator in there, I can shove it right into the 8-bill.
Trucking and driving over there. Yeah, it's my SWR after all the wind blew my antenna. Kingdom coming back. It's doing all right, I guess. Haven't checked this thing in a while. Alrighty then. Uh-oh, something's jumping around nutty. Man, like an intermittence or something going on here. Well.
Yeah, this Chinese receiver actually does a pretty good job. Passes some pretty decent fidelity, but the S-meter sucks. It's super slow, and it only shows an S, and then it shows a number, 1 through 5. So I give myself an S5, and like most everybody else is S1, S2, maybe an S3, and it's really slow acting.
Break.
Well, what do you want for, a cheap Chinese radio?
Well, it works. So for the price point, it does a really good job. If you're going to start to get critical, there's flaws, but otherwise, it's not bad.
There you go.
It's got really good sensitivity. And I think there was a breaker. Go ahead, break. Maybe I was hearing things on my cheap Chinese radio.
I heard him too. He asked for a break. Guess he got impatient.
I guess we're not getting out of the valley this time around.
Well, you are getting it out of the valley. Maybe you can't hear me because I gave you the break.
Oh, you did? Oh, I might have bumped my clarifier right then. Yeah, I just tuned back in. I realized I bumped it. That's Mr. Sandman up in Lehigh Valley in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I just put his hello.
Yeah. Top of the evening. I recognize the voice there, Mr. Sandman, Lehigh Valley. Spitfire 441 on this antique flea market transmitter.
Okay, yeah, Spitfire 441. All right, yep, 327 up here. I just dialed the power back. I did turn it up there all the way to see if I could get through to you. And there's a bunch of stations out there. I understand I was breaking before. I just couldn't get through, but lots of people on your end. It's good to hear everybody. Just want to say hello around the band for sure. Spitfire, thanks for acknowledging.
Yeah, Sandman, you sounding good. Whatever power you're running, it's enough to do the job to my receiver. I don't know if others are hearing you or not, but you're coming through pretty loud, pretty clear, so I'd imagine others can hear you. But all is welcome on the Classic Roundup. Sometimes you got to be a little patient if you're out there in the hinterlands, because there's guys here that can't hear that far out, and we do have a tendency to quick key when we're on the conversation sometimes. So just be patient and bear with us, and that's the way it is sometimes. Sandman, Spitfire 441.
But, the old Browning Mark IV, it's about 50 years old. This is right now. Not sure what year it is. I didn't look at the serial number, but yeah, it still talks a little bit. Anyway, alrighty, you guys get back to it, and I'll just wanted to get a couple words in there and get my name called and get on the recording a little bit. Maybe I can listen to that tomorrow then and see how this radio's sounding.
Oh yeah, you definitely made the recording and sounded good, but not as strong as you were the last couple transmissions. I don't know if something changed on your end or what, but your signal strength seemed to drop down a bit. So, but you're still copyable to me anyway. So maybe you want to look into that and see if something changed, or maybe something changed over here. I don't know, but something changed somewhere.
All right, did it pick up a little, or did I blow something up?
Yeah, you're about the same, and that last previous transmission, you were kind of up and down in signal strength, like it was changing. So I don't know what that's all about.
Multipath. Fluttering. That's what they call it. That's fluttering, but I hear him fine.
Alrighty, yeah, there I bumped the damn clarifier again. I'm back there.
Yeah, now you're back to where you were. Maybe that's it. You were changing frequency and drifting off.
Alrighty, we get out of the way, Spitfire. Appreciate all the get back. That clarifier was a little touchy.
All right, 10-4. Well, I still hear you fine, and then you can check yourself out on the video gate how you're being received on my cheap Chinese radio receiver.
Very cool. Alrighty, everybody have a good night. I'll be in there listening. 327 on the side.
All right, sounded good. Thanks for checking into the Classic Radio Roundup.
Yes. Well, train signing on. I hope I'm alright.
Oh, Night Train on the video gate. Good evening, Train.
Good evening, gentlemen. Who's all in there? I am.
You know I am.
Train's in the grass. I'm in here too. Good evening, Night Train. Evening, JR. Give me a moment for the amp. Yeah, step on the gas, would you? Well, it's
Baggert doing in there?
I got woke up early. I figured I might as well get up and maybe I'll have to catch a little bit of a roundup before I got to start my business.
Damn, fool. All right, here I am. I'm on the map now. Now, watch me go.
What is that you're running?
That is the Regency Imperial.
Sounds a little shattered.
Is it shattered? All right, hold on. Let's back off. Uh-oh. All right, see if... Oh, no.
you know things are not going right when you're making adjustments on a transmission and you go, oh no, and then unkey.
I heard that little splatter on the shatter, but yeah, I think you just needed to warm up a little bit more.
Yeah. I can't seem to get it to... it don't seem to be strong enough to... Let's see. Oh, no. Train having trouble on the track.
Now you're sounding good.
Yeah, it sounds like a stock mic, but, you know, it sounds a little cleaner, though.
It's not shattery anymore?
No, it just sounds like a stock mic.
It is. It's the Regency Imperial stock mic. You know, the gold and black one?
Oh, wow. I don't see those very often.
No, not at all.
That comes with the radio. But, man, I don't have much in the line. Let's see here. Let's get everybody together. Now, I do not have a D104 for this. Even though we can, if, you know, need be, get a hold of one and have it wired.
It's plenty loud enough. It sounds pretty good. I think it sounds better than a stock mic. It's certainly plenty loud enough.
It's louder than a stock mic, but it's got the same tone quality as one. It's kind of flat, you know. Stock mic is tone quality.
Boxy baby. Is it boxy?
Nah, man, not really.
Better than both, baby.
Yeah, it's not boofy.
Oh, well, this is the only mic I got for it, so I don't have anything to compare it with.
All you need is an Amphenol 4-pin connector to a 4-pin female connector, or actually the male socket, the Cobra type. I made adapter grinders for mine and run my Cobra wired D104s on it.
Hey, do you know the pin
I used to. I can't pull it off the top of my head now. It was in my SAMs, and I don't have the SAMs for it no more.
10-4. 10. So Train is still wheeling and dealing with radios, I see.
I thought he had that Imperial for a while now.
Oh, did he?
You've had that a while, haven't you, Train?
Baggers has been going that long.
Well, anyway, 507 does say hello to you there, Night Train. He says he will join us on the Classic Radio Roundup. There's no date involved in that, but he said he will.
When did he say that?
Tonight on 160 meters when I was using my PD built balance line tuner.
Well, that's working. That's good.
Yeah, it's high Q too. 4-inch coils versus 3-inch coils is better.
Bigger's better.
It is. Ask me.
Wasn't there a name Petey on the Little Rascals?
Yep, that was the dog, I think.
That was the dog, and he was a pit bull.
Man.
Oh, VW Dave is funny. We got all into talking about outboard audio processing tonight, and things I should look forward to do and all. he just sent me a picture of his audio processing rack, and he goes, let me say, this is my entire processing gear, and it's a substitute for broken shit that works better. He's funny.
I imagine so. Another breakout there.
Come on, Brager.
Gentlemen, Mr. K's out here. How you guys doing?
Top of the evening there, Mr. K. Spitfire. Working this old antique radio.
How y'all doing tonight? Hello, Mr. Kilowatt. Oh, JR, we doing fine, thank you. What you say there, JR? I'm glad you're doing good.
Hello there, Mr. K. Night Train waving a hand.
Hey, wonderful to hear you out there, Night Train. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing alright. How about you?
You're getting over a little cold. Come on.
Saying for. Yeah, man. Get over that cold. I was having radio troubles.
Kind of figured that. Yeah, I'm having antenna problems. I'm not going to be on long. My antenna's way out of tune again.
Oh no, is that because of the heavy wind?
Yeah, Roger on that. She struck down inside it again.
10-4, yo.
Yeah, I'm sure my audio's not like it usually is.
Well, you sound good. We can't hear no fault.
No, I don't hear no faults in this station. Sounds good here in the Volcano Crater, countywide radio command and control central.
Yeah, have a good weekend. Come on.
Alright, you do the same there, Mr. K. Nice hearing you, man. Do stop in, 10-4.
Yeah, Roger on that, Night Train. Spitfire, JR. You all have a good weekend. Take care there, Mr. K. Thanks for popping in. We'll catch up with you soon. Roger on that. Boom, boom.
Bumpity bump bump. Hey, Bagger, now this sound better now?
Yeah, it does.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
What'd you do?
I switched to the other Regency Imperial. Same microphone, same kind of radio, but this one seems to work better.
Yeah, sounds better.
Yeah, both ways.
It's smoother, but it's not as loud.
Oh, that's all right. I'd rather be smooth. Smooth operator, 10-4.
I want to be loud. I want to be loud.
You are loud. They can probably hear you downstairs in the basement, 10-4.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm using 6L6s and shove yank.
Roger on the 6L6s and shove yank.
He is in the basement. That's why I was laughing.
I am in the basement.
I'm talking about our basement.
That's why I was laughing.
Hey, Greenie, what's up, man?
Hey, Train. Glad I can squeeze in there and put the smoke on you.
Place the PL SO239, man. It had 4 bolts with little washers, man. It was hard.
Yeah, I thought the other one sounded pretty decent when you first got it going on, and then whatever happened kind of happened, and you went a little on the south side, and then you bounced back. But there's another one. So there you go, but I kind of think you can whip that other one up in the shape.
I hope so. It's intermittent. My receiver was like just kind of disappearing on me. And I'm like, if nobody else don't hear that, that's my fault.
Yeah, it's weird. This radio for the longest time, well, I was just like, got it. Secondhand, had an issue with the noise blanker. The longer the radio would be on, you hear that noise blanker start to like a cat stuff goes through it. So I set it up, but yeah, flip it off, wait a couple of seconds, turn it back on for it, and I can work it back. Radio can get a little goofy sometimes.
All you need is a capacitor to do something strange.
Goofy and Boofy.
Don't want
Are they related?
Groovy, baby.
don't want to be Boofy, baby.
No, especially if you're goofy and goofy.
It's okay to be goofy, but if you're both, boy, I think that goes against community standards.
Yeah, that's bad. The little yellow bus with your lips on the window.
Ha ha ha! Drawing on your chest. Oh my goodness, night train.
Crayola.
Oh, man.
If you're Goofy and Boofy, you're licking the windows.
Driving off the cliff. Crayola.
Yeah, I was picking on my helper today about making fun of those guys.
Oh.
Yeah. Those guys are kind of like, I'm a magnet for those kind of people. And I don't mind them. I know a lot of people get weirded out by them, but I don't mind them. It's always, I don't want to use it for entertainment, but it's always a good time.
Where? What you talking about?
Countywide.
Radio.
Go, Rooster.
Just saying hello, everybody. All the ones that are licking windows.
Yeah, we should be licking better things.
Yeah, like ice cream cones. Crayola.
We're not eating crowns over here.
Now, isn't there like a screw on the side, countywide for this, where you can turn the modulation up? I don't know what those 3 holes are on the one side and 1 hole on the other side.
We've been down this road before. I know we have, but one of those is mic gain. And somehow we figured it out the last time we discussed this, but I don't remember at this point. But one of those holes on either side is your mic gain.
Yes, meter.
Let's keep it together there, 441.
Yeah, there's plate and load tuning, S meter, and mic gain. I think are all them screws.
Yeah. Well, if it's loud enough for all of you guys to hear, maybe I shouldn't mess with nothing.
You're plenty loud, Night Train. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like he's whispering to me.
Classic Radio Roundup's all about, man.
Get the damn golden screwdriver out. Start turning them till we tell you that you got to hit the right one.
And knock the meter out of whack. And yeah. In the meantime, let's see. Let's get that thing together. You guys hang in here for a moment. While I sit and make sure. Yeah, audio. Well, I mean, that's 100% much.
You don't need a meter.
Down on power, though, but you're playing loud.
I don't know about that us thing.
Yeah, I don't know about it either.
You don't need a meter, you got us.
Right. So what signal do I give you? Mark that where it is. Start turning screws, and if it's the one that's the S meter, just put it back to where you started.
All right, Rooster, that should be better. That a little better?
And now you went from a 5 almost to a 7.
Oh, I guess Rooster's closer to you. He cut my lips right off.
Classic finger picking roundup.
Sorry about that, Pete.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the geography.
That's right.
Pete gonna go get a bigger amplifier. You keep messing around, Rooster.
No, I ain't got enough electricity to come in my house to go bigger.
Pete done got himself a steel tube and one of them amps that's 4 feet high.
I need that big blue that I sent you a video of. That thing's 7 feet high. 3,500 volts to the plate.
Drinking from Pico's Golden Cup.
I'm just running at 95.
5,000 watts PEP all day long.
If he takes the cup and dumps it, is that a golden shower?
That's a major foul. Hello, Bagger, here we go.
I didn't do it.
Didn't it take long for him to get twisted?
His alter ego, the dirt bagger, is on the air.
Hey, JR.
Yeah, there, Mr. Night Train.
You notice how quick the word kill 'em came up?
I'm telling you, these guys are off the charts. I don't know what's wrong with them. And Dave, you sound like you got a bit of a cold. You still got that cold going on?
Yeah, my daughter's got COVID and she spread it around the house.
Oh, man, sorry to hear all that. Well, I hope you're feeling better. But it does affect your audio. I just want to let you know.
Well, maybe so. Yeah, I'm sure my voice isn't up to its normal standards.
Well, you kind of, I hope nobody's walking on me. You kind of remind me of the kid named Froggy there on The Little Rascal.
Oh, ain't that bad.
It is different, Bagger, but you could take advantage of it and do some broadcasting with that voice.
Yeah, now let me tell you a story.
Hello, Bagger.
Little rooster.
I've heard people say that.
Too much of anything is not good for you.
All right, you can stop now. I'm getting goosebumps.
You need a Behringer Ultradyne Pro and fix that right up.
Shouldn't you be using backstrap galvanators for your radio needs?
I'll just switch over to the Washington and then we're good.
No, you sound good on that one. What's that?
There's a Behringer board in my future.
What is that, Bagger?
Cobra 135.
The what 35?
Cobra 135, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good enough. Well, everybody's sounding good coming through this thing.
Hello, JR.
Even the overloud countywide radio.
Good evening, Rooster. I hope things are going well for you, my friend. Can't complain.
Yeah, you sounding good, Pete. Man, that's a shame about that Regency, man. That thing was rebuilt by S9 Radio.
Well, evidently there's still a few bugs in there.
Yeah, I'd get some of that bug spray.
Paying forward.
Paying forward.
That might be just a little out of alignment, you know. That fuzziness could have been harmonics coming out, because a lot of times the radios get a lot of spurs. It sounds a little fuzzy around the edges, and then as it warms up, it goes away.
Yeah, but it became intermittent. The receiver didn't want to come back to me. And he had replaced the relay. We thought it was a sticky relay. He ordered a relay, put the relay in there, and everything was all right. Get it home? Not.
Well, there's probably a bad connection in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in there hiding.
Just, get the butt end of a screwdriver and start tapping until you find it.
Yeah, bang around a little. Yeah, maybe one day when I'm not on Classic Radio Roundup.
That could be any other day in the week that ends in Y.
That's right. But you think the mods sound a little better on this one anyway, right?
Yeah, it does.
And it's the same microphone. I only had one microphone.
It's a good clean mic, too. No scratchiness, no nothing going on.
I just wish the face on this was as pretty as the other. Maybe I'll just switch the faces. What do you think?
It's a face-off.
That's right. Now, I wonder what does it take? Pete would know if that face would come off easy, or is that difficult?
I never took the face off. Why do you need to take the face off?
Swap faces.
In your face.
Two-face.
Look all pretty and compatible and match it with the radio because it's all pristine.
That's right. Green Dog know what he's talking about.
I knew how to repair it and how to tune it. I didn't need to screw around with the rest of it. That oscillator in that thing, though, boy, Boy, that thing is so sharp. That is the sharpest, touchiest oscillator I've ever had to deal with.
Not the sort of thing you want to just stick a screwdriver in.
No, The part, it's like if you pull it out of the case, the part that around the channel selector that's in the cage, if you ain't got to mess with it, don't touch it.
That's right. Learned that the hard way.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch this.
Get the golden screwdriver out. That's what he said.
Well, actually, you need the plastic hexagon.
Yeah, I got a little set of those.
Yeah, that's what you need for that thing.
Saying, Bull.
There's a playground in there.
Playground in your mind.
You know, if you just want to play an AM there, Train, look for the Regency Romper. The Romper is the same exact radio, but it doesn't have sideband.
10-4, yeah. I like that range gain. Actually, this was the one, the range gain was the one that Mrs. Train got on. One day I was on my way to work, I forgot my cell phone. And she got on there, man. And I'm like, boy, that sounds beautiful. I was hooked. Tube radios for you, baby.
That's what I meant. Range gain. But the Romper is the same thing, but lesser channels. The range gain is the 23 channel AM version of the Imperial. Same radio without sideband.
Yeah, I used to have two of them. And one of them just stopped on me. Yeah, the other one, I don't know what happened to it. I probably hit it one time too many with the screwdriver.
Yeah, well, something went on mine that I couldn't figure out. That's why now Sandbagger has it.
Yeah, Roger Bagger got it, baby.
Yeah. And I haven't touched it because I don't have a mic to go on it. I need a mic plug.
I could hook you up with the mic plug, but you just need the socket.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. I got parts over here.
Remind me again sometime when I hadn't been drinking. But I got 4-pin Amphenols here. I'll bring you one up.
What adapter do you need?
He needs a 4-pin Amphenol plug.
That's the big ones, Rooster. Things about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, I don't think I know which one that is. Yeah, it's an old style plug. They don't use them anymore.
You gotta go online and find them.
Guitar amp plug, is it?
A lot of the older business band radios used to use it too, as well as CBs. That's why I got some of them around here, and I knew to hoard them. So I know I got a few.
Yeah, they're strong and big, and you know.
It's almost like a big giant. It's a gianter size 4-pin Cobra plug.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Does it the same wire configuration? But you wouldn't know that, though, right?
Not without looking in my SAMs, and I don't have the SAMs for it no more. But you could look it up online. I know that the schematic for that radio is online.
Yeah, it would definitely be on there. But you know, I would think that if this thing sounds all right with this handheld mic, I mean, how many times do I get on it, right? I don't need no D104 for this.
Oh, that sounds really nice. I still say you ought to find the screw for the mic gain and turn it up a touch.
Good radio for stock mic night.
Stock mic.
Turn it up.
Well, if I knew which one to turn, there's 4 to turn. I don't want to blow the one on the side there.
Well, all right. So here's the deal. There's 4 of them. 2 of them are load and plate. So there's no harm in turning those anyway. So you just switch it to the current meter and dip the current. And then you can tune the load and plate and watch your watt meter for maximum output. Well, that's 2 of them. One of them's the S meter. You turn that screw, you're going to know right away because you see the S meter move when it's on the S meter position. So you don't want to, well, as soon as you see that, oh, that's not that one. Then the one that's left is the mic gain.
All right. I'm going. Houston, we're going in.
On the switches, if I remember correctly, the S meter
And the load and plate, you want to turn them anyway for maximum output and cleanest signal.
Plate would be side by side, like closest together. Yeah, they are. That's what it is. I think it's load, plate, and mic gain. That's the three in a row.
That sounds right. And the one closest to you is the mic gain.
I don't know. It was, oh, yeah, look at that. Tell me that it didn't come up.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
My meter is slamming in the corner.
Doc Mike Blues, brother.
That sounds right. Mic gain, load plate, S meter on the other side.
Yeah, if I remember right, that's the way it is. Good job, Green Dog. Isn't one of the loads on the front panel?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well then there's oh now I'm lost. So what are the other two? One of them, okay, there's the load, then it's the plate, and then what's the other one then? I don't remember. It's been so damn long now.
Well, I found out which one is the S meter.
Your side.
It's on the left-hand side, nearest to the S meter.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that's the one all by itself.
No, it's not by itself.
Oh.
I bet you mic gain and S meter are together, and your load and plate are on the opposite ends.
Well, no, they reminded me that the load is right on a knob right on the front of the radio. So now I'm hitting the recesses of my memory and coming up with fuzziness.
Yeah, so am I. That age-related CLS is just kicking in here.
Yeah, I was depending on y'all.
There it is.
Well, you should have had one of them and asked me all these questions when I actually had one and was working on it.
I remember when you used to get on yours, Pete.
Man, I love that Regency Imperial. I love them. I'd love to have another one. That 6AQ5 and shove yank. Oh, best audio.
Pete, is that the one that you sold me and I gave it back to you?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever sold my Regencies except for the one I traded to Dave for something, and then eventually I sold my Imperial too. Somebody had offered me crazy money for it.
All right, 10-4.
Well, I found out that the first two up front. Uh-oh, dear. Am I losing my dead kick? Oh no, I know. It operates the low end of the S meter and the high end of the S meter.
Okay, so you got your zero and your span. All right, that's right. So you got two S meter adjustments, zero and span. So the one you need to adjust with the antenna disconnected.
Yeah, just for zero.
Greenie, you say something.
What do you mean?
I just needed to see your meter reading, that's all, just for reference.
10-4, sitting over here straight ducking it.
Roger that.
Breaker.
Countywide.
All right, we got a breaker. Go ahead, break.
Radio. Good evening, everybody. There's Joker.
Hello, Joker.
Hello, Joker.
Evening, Joker.
Good evening around the band.
I'm so retarded. I keep looking at my plate meter, thinking it's the S meter, and nothing's happening because I got no S meter to look at.
Because you got a Chinese receiver.
It actually has an S meter, but it's horrible. It's S1 through 5, and it's so slow to be useless.
Maybe it's time to upgrade to the ATX-25.
That's more money. I don't want to spend. I sent you a picture of what I need to spend money on.
I remember you not that long ago saying, I'm never going to get all that back to the audio gear. I don't need all that.
And I was adamant about that too. I don't want none of that external audio crap. Oh my God, how things change.
There you go. You want to sound like my Washington.
Yeah, but I'll do it on 160 meters where it's useful.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably more useful there than here, where most radios don't have the receiver bandwidth to appreciate the high fidelity.
Oh man, and that PD built tuner of mine, that thing works great. I got no more SWR trip outs. I think I got higher Q because my coils are bigger.
Well, the SWR is low, then you're good to go. Yeah, rhymes.
I got a wider SWR bandwidth than the Chucky build even.
Or maybe Chucky needs to, go get bigger coils.
Oh, Chucky sent me a picture of a new one he's building. It's all fancy in a box, and he's got freaking servo motors on everything. I'm like, oh, what are you? Is this some kind of remote balance line tuner or something? It's pretty fancy.
Yeah, he's gonna put it out there in the, next to the antenna, so it's gonna be remotely controlled.
I kind of like mine right where it is. It's easy to tune. It's high Q, and they'll handle lots of watts.
Yeah, at least 375.
That's all I need it to handle, but I'm sure it'll handle more than that.
Well, I'm happy to see you getting that stuff working.
Oh, I was so happy when I got on. My power turned on Monday night. When the power was still out, I was kind of done with it. And I brought it down here and I hooked it up. And I checking it out with the VNA, and I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Like, and then when the power came on, I'm like, I texted VW. I said, dude, you got to get on the air if you can. I got to test out my crap.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he did. We spent Monday night for a couple hours on. I love it when crap comes together, junk that I built, and it works great.
That's how I felt when I first did the Washington. It was like I built a whole modulator for it. And I thought this isn't going to work. It's going to squeal. It's going to be distorted. It's going to sound like garbage. And the freaking thing worked right from the get-go. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah, I was waiting for not being able to tune it, or if I was able to tune it, I was waiting for freaking flames and sparks and arc over, and everything went perfectly. And I'm like, oh my God, this tune's easy. All right, let's put some power to it. Oh my God, it works.
Yeah, and the working on the variable.
No, hell no. The thing's 5 kilovolts.
There you go.
5 kilovolt vacuum variable.
That's the way to do it.
With 8 gauge solid core copper wire connecting everything.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that with UHF stuff, but where you are, no problem.
Oh yeah, 160 meters don't care. I can carry all my amps and my watts, and my big 3/8 inch copper coils at 4 inches in diameter. It is pretty cool when crap you build works. It's sort of makes the hobby fun.
Yeah, part of the whole, fun aspect of it is, at least I don't know, back in the day anyway. Maybe not so much now, but building your own stuff was a big deal.
Yeah, but there's still, like, this goes to show that there's still areas where you can build your own crap, All right, so you don't have to build a surface mount type radio or anything, but there's still areas where you can build your own crap and do just as well or better than commercially bought stuff and save yourself a lot of money.
Yeah, especially with antennas. I mean, Craig, they've got so ungodly expensive, it's not even funny. Even stupid little dipoles that people sell commercially are expensive. What the hell? Just a wire.
Yeah. People paying $200 for an end-fed wire or a dipole are retarded.
You should turn in your license.
I'm sorry. Yeah. If you can't build a dipole for your bandit choice, there's something wrong with you. You shouldn't be licensed.
I just think everybody should have tube radios.
Well, I used to be able to agree with that, but I kind of like my DIY now that I know how to make it work.
See, you've been doing a certain amount of backsliding.
Well, I'm just exploring new horizons with a Class D modulated radio transmitter.
Every now and then Pete goes off. He'll come back with some little tiny handheld device from China. And then you look at his station and it's all these big giant radios. You're like, what's this little thing right here?
That VNA is awesome. There's room to mix Chinese junk with your antique boat anchor junk.
And Roger. So if in the future, man, we do get that 160 meter radio from Chuck up and running, Pete, just keep tabs. I'll pay you for your troubles. 10-4.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about that, but yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll worry about that when the time comes. But to me, like, the whole process is like using the knowledge that I've learned. I'm pretty sure I can get it up and running, and yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some tubes maybe, or I haven't searched. I probably have most of them. There may be one I need to buy, but anyway, I'll recap it. I'll straighten it out. I get it up and running. So, and I'll make you a 160 antenna. But I'm gonna try and get you your 1 in 60 antenna by springtime, so you can get that up on the air, so you can at least get on the air with what you got. And that came up tonight in conversation with Dave. I says, I'll get him on 160. Even if he gets on with solid state, he's got to be on 160, because guaranteed there, Night Train, the only way you can guarantee talking to him is to get on 160 AM. If you're going to sit around and wait for him to come up here, there's no telling how long that'll be. So get on 160 first with the antenna and whatever radio you got. And, hopefully I'll be able to get this Heath kit up and running, because I want to try it out myself, to be honest.
I know. So I think I'll wait on you. I don't have a problem with that. I have nothing to lose. 10-4. Break.
There's a breaker.
Go, breaker.
Yeah, the mentioning of tubes just made me think of something. So I was at the Liberty Thrift in Saratoga today. I didn't have enough time to actually look, but in this little display case up in the front, they have a whole bag of tubes. I just quick looked and I didn't see what they were or whatnot, but there's a whole bag of like a bigger Ziploc bag full of tubes.
They could be good, they could be crap.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you guys were just talking about tubes, and I know tubes are big.
Is it just me, or is that person keying up with no mud?
Joker's talking.
Yeah, he just keyed up on top of Joker while he was modulating and transmitting.
So that means something's wrong over here.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you well. I hear Bagger.
Well, then you should hear Joker.
Come on, Joker.
Do you hear me now? How about now? Do you hear me?
Oh, no.
Maybe he's got a Joker filter, Joker rejection filter in that Imperial.
Noise blinker off. How are you not hearing me?
Maybe I shouldn't have touched those screws on the side.
That shouldn't have affected the fact that you can hear Bagger, you can hear me, but you can't hear Joker. Yeah, there's no Joker filter in them screws.
I see his signal, but I hear no voice.
Audio.
What radio are you running there, Joker?
Since I got in here late, I just have the Galaxy, the 2547.
Okay. Yeah, down on modulation a little bit.
How about that modulation? Any better?
Alright, it was the squelch.
I think it sounds really good.
Oh, you got to open the squelch there, Train.
Yeah, see, it goes the opposite direction.
It does, and it's a really good action squelch on them things. You could put that thing right on the threshold of the noise to where it's just like, just quiets the noise, not quite fully squelched, and just and things are beautiful.
The way squelches should be.
Sorry about that, Joker. I couldn't hear you. I had the knob turned the wrong way. 10-4.
I got all squelched out.
Yeah, man, that was like, wait a minute. Is there somebody in there?
Is there like an Elvis song? The whole squelched out. And that's okay. I'll just sit back and listen. You don't have to do that.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and my 70-year-old radio transmitter with my less than 1-year-old Chinese radio receiver. What a combo. But it seems to work out all right.
Nobody gonna bust Pete? This is definitely a violation of some sort. Just somebody needs to hit the books and find out where is Pete going wrong here.
Well, it's not a CB radio, so there's that.
Oh, what's wrong with mixing modern and antique technologies together and making them work? I think that's pretty cool if you could do that.
Boy, you converted them. And somebody converted them.
Yeah, somebody got a hold of Pete.
I was using a modern transceiver with a boat anchor receiver earlier tonight. Now I reversed it using a boat anchor transmitter with a modern receiver.
That receiver is about as big as a transistor radio?
It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes.
See what I'm saying, JR? Isn't there something wrong with that picture?
Yeah, ask him for a signal reading.
He ain't got no signal reading, man. He don't have no S meter on that thing.
Au contraire, it does have an S meter on it. You give me an S2.
Do it really have an S meter?
Yep. Well, I wouldn't really call it a meter. It's an S number. And number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's all it is. And you give me an S2.
That's even worse.
I give myself an S5.
Pete, send me a picture of that little thing.
All right.
You going Chinese in too?
Specifications are subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply.
You all got a disease. You didn't have your virus shot. It's a hell of a good disease, though, I guess.
Wow, that's a space for me to be up. Hey, good evening, Train. How you doing?
Hello, Sky Rider. How are you, man?
I'm all right. I'm listening in. I'm just not quick enough for this glass radio roundup. And of course, I don't have glass radio. Mine has all nice digital display, green numbers, orange numbers, LED. So I have the background a little bit.
No, you can still come in and say hello. Nice to hear you. I tell you what you can do, though. You can go on eBay and get yourself just one classic radio and an old amplifier or something. Put that together and then join us. You'll be hooked.
Yep. Then for now, it's all in good sports here. So yeah, I don't mind. Yep, my modern SDR radio. For me, it is the classic. I left my oldest radio. My son has right now. That's that old Universe from Germany, 500 milliwatt.
Roger, what frequency?
That's channel 4, 7, and 13. 9, 13. 7.
All right, Train. 2 pictures are crossing the ether to get to you.
I got him, Pete. It's nice. I can't deny it. I can't deny it.
And then I sent you a second picture for scale to show you how small the thing actually is.
Oh, wow. It's a toy.
Yeah, but it's got full-size radio kind of performance. It really does.
What about signal to noise ratio and selectivity and so forth? We got to get a real distant station out there, Pete. You know, Conewango, somewhere, say Jersey City, and see what happens.
Dude, it's good. I'm telling you. The sensitivity is really good on it. And then you got selectable bandwidth. So you can go wide out to 6 kilohertz, or you can narrow it up to 500 hertz and 500 hertz steps in between, whatever bandwidth you want. So as far as adjacent channel, you can clean that up. Sensitivity, it's pretty good, dude.
Skyrider, you might as well just come on Classic Radio Roundup as you are, because Pete is over there using modern Chinese equipment. 10-4?
Oh no.
There must be that quiet with, well, when I'm listening to it here sidewise, that reminds me of Cold War in Germany, where the side Matchbox side radios earbuds listening to the instruction program from the Russians, from the here. I could actually use some of it. No idea what it is, but the code talk. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. But hey, modern technology, one way or the other.
Night Train. I'll lay $20 out on the table right now. Says I've got the oldest transmitter on the air tonight.
Yeah, I got you. We can't deny it for the transmitter.
It was not a Class D Citizens Band transmitter.
Say that again, Skyrider.
I think we poked Pete a little bit there.
Well, that's what I was actually trying to do. 10-4.
And for all in good sport, Pete.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know, and I'm just having fun back. I still have the oldest transmitter on the air tonight, and it when it was manufactured, it was legal to use on 11 meters.
What year was that, Pete?
1954.
Yeah, I don't think none of us could beat it. Bagger, you got anything over there?
Well, no, I mean that's a ham radio. It's not a CB radio. CB didn't exist in 1954. It didn't come into fruition until 1958. So, you know, all those 11-meter ham band equipped radios, you know, they're ham radios.
Yeah, but it was legal to operate it on an 11-meter band at the date of manufacture, correct?
Yeah, if you were a licensed ham.
Well,
JR, are you taking notes?
I got my shovel, you know. I used to be a farm boy, and I shoveled a lot of manure in my life.
yeah, you guys just want to beat me up because I'm using a cheap Chinese radio receiver. But I like mixing new and old and seeing what it does together, and it works out well. I get to use like kind of fun stuff. I just think it's fun to run some crazy little tiny box as a receiver and, you know, this 70-year-old transmitter together. I think it's funny.
It works.
Pete, does that thing drive a speaker, or just what do you do for your speaker?
Good.
Well, it has an internal speaker, but it's okay. Sounds better on an external speaker. I actually have it running through a Radio Shack DSP unit. So when I'm using it on sideband, I can clean things up a little bit.
Oh, so it's a Radio Shack radio.
No, it's not. The DSP unit's Radio Shack, but the radio is Chinese.
Chinese, Japanese.
Well, the Radio Shack DSP unit was made in good quality Japan.
Good, Pete.
What's going on, Goose?
What's up there? And I train.
They're picking on me, Goose.
I see. I don't know. To me, I think it sounds grand.
No, he's listening. No, we're not talking about the transmitter. We're talking about his receiver, Goose.
Receiver?
Yeah, they're picking on my Chinese radio receiver.
Without that, he can't hear us.
Without that receiver, you're right. I would not be able to hear what's going on. And I hear everything that's going on.
All those little children sweating their butt off just so you can hear.
Yeah, for the admission price of $35 shipped.
Shame on the men.
That's the innards to a walkie-talkie.
This thing is actually has very few RF components in it. It's a freaking little Arduino computer in there.
Hey, you wonder how that works.
If you were a software geek, you could get in there and change things around and make it do other stuff.
What?
I don't know. I'm not a software geek.
Let me get my shovel.
There are user groups out there for those things that have modified code to make them do strange things.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Like if you were a software coding geek, you could make this thing do other stuff that wasn't originally designed to do.
Don't Chinese make fireworks?
They make robots too. You might get one of their robots and reprogram that rascal, and next thing you know it, he'd be turning against you.
Blow up like an M80.
It's all right. I'm not out much. $35, I'll go buy another one.
I'm gonna try and put that other Imperial back on. Maybe let it warm up a little longer before I key up.
Maybe those adjustments on the other one isn't, nowhere near what you have on this one.
Yeah, maybe you need to tune your load and plate on it too. Get the impedance right. But, well, don't let it warm up too long. There's only about a half an hour left of the Classic Radio Roundup.
I knew though, it's a dandy. Let's see what happens.
Damn, it go by quickly. It was non-stop, almost. Where'd the green dog go?
Yeah, that's right.
You had to go fetch another can.
Talk about me, Willis?
Must have gone, down to the river or something to find that can.
Is that you, Willis? You talk about me, Willis?
Man, sometimes you're over much there. I couldn't understand what you said the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better be.
Who's that?
That was hound dog or green dog.
Hello there, green dog.
Hound dog?
What's going on there, Goose, man? I hear you really good tonight.
That's a good handle, Hound Dog.
Dog is nothing at all. Just listening to Pig on Pete there. That's about it.
Oh.
That's all right. If you're picking on me, you're leaving other people alone.
Hey, about time you get picked on and not me.
It's all right. I don't mind getting picked on. If you're picking on me, other people are getting left alone and they can sleep at night.
Hey guys, I'm sitting up here. I'm signing off for tonight. Everybody have a good night, and I talk to you next couple of days on the 27115.
Good night, Skyrider.
73, Skyrider.
Good night, Skyrider.
Quiet.
Catch you later, Skyrider. What happened to your old microphone? You sound like you're on a stock mic now.
Yeah, that gave out PED button went sour. And Badger, I had your microphone apart. There's two different PTT buttons, and it's not going to work. So I have to figure something else out. I think I just invest another $40 to get one of the same mics and be done with it.
I gotta drop that Turner plus 3 off for you. Damn Chinese junk. There you go. Hook that up to Pete's receiver.
Time for now, we are all close enough together, and I don't have to push it here. And it's anyway only the 30-watt anytone that I'm throwing at you guys. So with the busy better mic, I get more modulation and I can push it almost up to 40. But it's a stock mic. No way, Jose. And 73, you guys. Good night.
Skyrider.
Yeah.
I gotta drop that Turner plus 3 off for you.
Yeah, I have to try that out, see how that's going to work for me. Is that a 4-pin or do I have to do some soldering there?
No, it's 4-pin.
Sounds good. Have to try it out, then we can talk.
Check. Good night, Skyrider. Have a good one. Check you out later.
Thank you, Skyrider. I got a question for you guys out there.
Oh, we got answers. We're like Radio Shack.
You're a Turner plus 4.
Yeah.
Alright, I found one, and I was thinking about getting it, but I've never heard one.
I've never heard of a plus 4. Yeah, you take a Turner plus 2 and you take another Turner plus 2 and add them together.
So you put them together. Listen to the mathematician out there.
Right, so you plus 2 makes 4.
I never heard of a plus 4. But I guess if you took 2 plus 2s and put them together, you'd have one.
Stereo.
It's not enough bandwidth here for stereo.
That doesn't mean somebody didn't try to cram it in there.
Plus 4. Where do you come up with this?
Well, this comes from the same guy who told me he'd never seen a black with a chrome head super sidekick.
I have one of those.
So do I.
Yeah. I found one of those too, and I was thinking about getting that. But I want a power supply instead. Good mics will come later.
I like my super sidekick. I don't think I'd give that one up.
Now we're still on the radios that I use it on.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Grady.
Yes, sir.
I checked it out. It says Turner 4-pin radio microphone. You gotta leave a little division in there.
Well, I'm talking about the ad that I saw. What are you on eBay?
Yeah.
10-4. Maybe it was a typo. But yeah, I don't recall hearing of it. But I went back and looked at the ad and I said, so is it Turner plus 4?
No, it's a Turner 4-pin.
That's right. Petey got it right. You, on the other hand,
Alright, so I'm not so well versed in all this older flea market garbage. 10-4. Yeah, well, hey, I had a question. And, maybe it was a stupid question. I got a couple stupid looks for a stupid looking guy.
Yeah, I think it's more of a fact that you didn't pay attention in English class.
I don't know. You called me a mathematician.
Yeah, because you knew 2 and 2 was 4.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand common English. Like when there's a space in between, that's like a pause.
Think about what you just said there, Pete. And if you were reading that, Turner plus space 4, okay, and it wasn't even involved. You guys added that word.
The plus wasn't even involved.
Yeah, if there's no plus involved, Turner 4-pin microphone. I wouldn't take that as a Turner plus 4. You'd be adding pluses in where they don't belong.
Alright, I'm gonna try to find that, see if I can find that, and I'll send it to you.
Joker, the Midnight Stoker. Do you have to do that first?
You can always Google it, Greenie, if you have any doubts. Hey, Jugger.
Yeah, Rooster.
Did you look at your doorbell lately?
Yeah, so the funny thing is I was down in my studio working. I had my phone with me, and the phone was upside down on my console, and I was doing stuff, and, I go upstairs, and I look, and I was like, oh, wait, somebody was here. So I'm, scrolling through the cameras, and like, oh, Rooster's here. It was probably, an hour or so after you left.
Yeah, I knocked on the door, but, no big deal.
Yeah, usually if I'm downstairs in the studio with any kind of music going on, I don't hear anything that happens upstairs.
I guess I should have called you, huh?
Yeah, that's usually a good idea, but then again, if my phone was upside down and I had it on mute, I wouldn't have seen it anyway.
Okay, well, I'll just stop and then throw a rock in the window. Jump up and down on the front lawn.
None of that, unless I'm paying attention to my phone, or my iPad was up here, so I wouldn't even have gotten it. Unless I see a notification from my alarm system that there's motion, I wouldn't notice anything.
What was that, Sunday?
Yeah, that was Sunday. What was it, around noonish or so? Because then I had to go see my dad. So I was going to give you a call, but I was heading out then.
I think it was Sunday around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It was later. I was thinking noon, but yeah, it was probably a little afternoon.
Yeah, it didn't matter, so. How about a Turner Plus 3B microphone? Yeah, that just simply means that it's black. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it seems like this thing is working now. Well, look at that. What did you do? Turn the squelch knob all the way clockwise. Give me a 7-pounder here, that's good. Saying, full modulation alright? Probably a little too much. Too much? Just a little bit, maybe not, but that's the way it sounds here. Any other opinions? Yeah, but not the same one he got you. What you guys think? Turn it up, turn it down, turn it around? I don't know. I think it needs a D104. Oh, the amplified one? Yeah. Alright, a non-amplified D104. Yeah, that'll be a perfect match for it. Saying 4. Well, at least it's working. That's what counts. It sounds good. You got any potholes around the house? What you mean? Just asking if you got any potholes around the house. Not that I know of. Why? Oh, I was getting creative. You was gonna tell me to dump it in there? No, not me. No.
I knew that's where he was going with that one.
No, not JR. No. Oh, geez, just fun. I know. We were just seeing if it was stick. Somebody went on another channel and started bleeding. Not me.
Not me.
I wonder who that could be. Not me. I ain't do it.
I'm still sitting here.
Was that you, Willis?
Was the other guy.
Was that you, Willis? Hey, Willis.
I'm back.
What are you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Will? I'm confused.
What you talking about?
Willis? We're talking about Willis.
Yeah, well, I believe you.
Told you. See, I knew. You're busted.
Yeah.
Busted. You're busted. Yeah, you done did really bad.
I gotta ask you to step away from the microphone.
Busted, busted. Can't be trusted.
From channel 15. Well, it'll be yours?
Yeah. Making all that racket, people are complaining. Man. Already turn the radio off.
I'm talking on OJR and Night Change said I was being recorded on channel 15. Holy moly.
I hear you.
Yeah, we need having classic radio roundup. Come on back, 1, 2, 3.
He's deaf. He can't hear. He got to put his hearing aid in.
You can't hear us, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I hear you. I gotta tell you, you're a mud ducky.
Excuses, excuses. Yeah, they ain't gonna hear you with that walkie-talkie.
I hear him. I hear him fine, actually.
Oh my goodness, he can't hear you too.
I'll tell you what, I hear him well, too.
My 1, 2, 3 filter on.
Yeah, he got the alligator mobile.
There's somebody in there. I don't know. I guess it's just his channel, man. It's just too noisy on his channel.
Well, that's because we was having classic radio roundup.
I hear you, 123. Top of the evening.
Good evening, good evening.
Countywide radio. I hear you.
Well, I hear you too, man. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody's audio level is low.
You're doing all right. I don't know what the problem is. I hear you fine. You're doing your thing. 123. 441, your countywide radio.
I don't even hear him.
No, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I hear him scratching, but he can't come in. He says everybody's audio is low. He didn't say his was low. See, Pete, you didn't hear him right either.
I hear him. Well, he needs to turn his own volume up if he can't hear us.
He got the alligator mobile tonight. You want to give me £3? What's going on with that?
Oh, now I can hear him.
Well, you're not giving me no pounds, but I hear you. So there.
Turn your RF gain up.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me find it.
I think you changed locations, 1, 2, 3.
Well, Pete's got to turn up his 20 dBs of preamp. I can hear everybody now. Everybody's coming in now.
I don't need to turn on any more preamp. I hear him. What do I need to turn a preamp on for if I hear him already?
He can hear you. You gotta lend some of that receive out to him. Having some horrible conditions tonight.
Well, I got more than 10 dBs worth of amp going on, so, you know, if he can't hear me, he needs to help out on his end.
Pete, you're in my red. You sound good. Yeah, you sound fine. You sound fine. Now, I had to come up on the hill to hear you. Usually I can hear you when I'm just driving up 202, but I was hearing Rooster and that was it.
Well, I wasn't talking. Hey, 123, I took enough beating up tonight from Goose. I don't need none from you.
I'm not beating you up. Okay, when did I beat you up?
Hey, the only reason the time is you can't hear me is because I'm not talking.
Oh, okay, that's what it was then. All right, I thought that was an excuse.
Because you beat him up tonight?
Oh, yeah, Goose was tearing me up tonight. He was so mean to me, I had to go over in the corner and cry on my towel.
Snowflake.
I have my feelings hurt.
Next thing you know, you're gonna vote Democrat.
Yeah, I have my feelings hurt. I'm gonna dye my hair purple.
Took a little nap, and I woke up and they were picking on you.
Yeah, picking on Goosey was picking on him.
Next time you see me there, Train, I got purple hair.
10-4 on the Pete with purple hair. Pete.
I'd like to see that.
I don't want to see that.
No, I don't care.
Hey, if you're gonna pay me, I'll do it.
Pete with purple hair.
Yeah, how much is it worth to you in monetary value to see me in purple hair?
I don't want to see it, Pete. You let me down, man. It's bad enough that, well, you know.
Chinese. Nickel. I'll give you a plug nickel.
Hey, Night Train. If Goose pays me enough, I'll split it with you. Then we'll get your 160 station that's all set up.
We were getting Goose pretty good the other night.
Yeah, well, you know, he gives some, I give some. It all evens out.
Yeah, it's all good.
If the Goose and I didn't pick on each other, we'd think somebody was mad at the other.
That's right.
Yeah, it's good. You give a little, you take a little, and the rest you throw out the window.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Just start out the window.
Yeah, oh yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the goose's gander.
Hey, Train, I got some of your parts.
What you got?
I put 2 lights in my power supply, and they come from a train hobby shop for trains.
10-4. I guess that's all right? Bagger, is that all right?
Well, it works. They're LEDs. They're from 8 to 18 volts, so they're good.
As long as it works.
What you using them for, JR?
Put them in my power supply. Got tired not to be able to see the gauges on the floor.
Nice. What color?
Oh, they're white. They're white, just like a train light.
10-4. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. 10-4.
He got you in his power supply. That's right. I got you stuck in my power supply. I calibrated the amp meter too, just in case you wanted to know. Well, it's working good there, old JR.
Breaker, I want to know.
What you want to know, 1, 2, 3?
I want to know what the ammeter says.
It said twice as much as I was last week.
I didn't know ammeters could talk.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it can talk.
1, 2, 3.
Booster!
1, 2, 3.
Booster!
Oh my gosh.
We might as well just turn Roger beep saw it.
Don't give anybody any ideas.
Goose.
I took mine off. What's up there, Rooster? How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing just goosey, I guess.
Hey, Goosey, Lucy, can't be any better. I hear you. Same here.
So what is your ammeter reading there, JR?
What's that?
What is your ammeter reading?
Oh, about 9 amps.
For real? Wow, it don't seem like they're putting out that much power.
Not at all.
Hold on a second. Wait, we had some people keying in. Somebody keying up, like whistling over me or you or somebody.
Yeah, that was me. Wanted to see what my current draw was.
Sure, John.
Well, I was talking, man. You should have got on another channel to do that.
No, I got in between you keying up and him keying up, but y'all are being so quick about it. Well, sorry, it happens. But I wanted to see what my current draw was.
What happens when JR don't run his power? Everybody takes advantage of me.
I'm telling you.
They mistreating you.
They mistreating me. I'm dang blang it. This channel jumping up and down at night.
All of a sudden, I'm getting a bigger pile here, Goose.
Getting a little wild in the last half hour.
Giving me.
Well, I can hear Train on the walkie-talkie. I can't hear JR, but I can hear crybaby.
Bagger, the thing is working right now, man.
What thing?
The reverse regency.
Maybe you just needed to leave it off for a while.
It weighs like 10 pounds.
That busted meter.
I was getting discouraged.
Oh no. He got a busted meter. Paying follower. I hear you, Rooster.
Now let's do tire work on a Superstar.
Hey, why didn't you guys tell me?
I figured you knew that.
No, I had to hear it from myself. I had to hear myself on the wall.
You thought it sounded grand.
What the heck?
I'm disappointed in 123
Why?
because I went ahead and found out what my current draw was, and he never asked.
What was it?
I haven't been asked.
He's trying to get like,
I just asked you, so what was it?
hard one because he didn't ask.
He's still talking, and he hasn't asked. You're not going to ask what my current draw is.
I can hear you fine. I can hear you JR.
Oh, so I got enough current draw, and it doesn't matter then.
No, only JR's current draw matters. Just want to know what my current draw was. That's all.
What about my past draw? I can tell what he was putting out. So I could tell my current draw, but I can't get that stop feeding back. That's my walkie-talkie, my monitor radio.
The brightest light bulb in the package, are you?
Me? Current draw is a couple of milliamps.
Hey, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Rooster.
When you talk, you cut everybody else out.
What?
Whoa, man.
You make it up as you go, don't you? You make it up as you go.
Yeah, he's making it up as he goes.
Sounds good, though.
You make anybody keep on each other. That's what Rooster's doing.
It makes 1, 2, 3 feel good.
I think it's funny.
You make him feel good, but it doesn't mean it's the truth.
You're right.
Down the baby's bottom.
That boy's sharp as a bowling ball.
Come on, Pete. What is the truth?
You're about as sharp as a water balloon. That is funny, though. I'm sitting over here laughing, so carry on.
Sharp as a water balloon. There you go. We love you, baby.
Channel tonight.
It was all good classic radio roundup, and then in the last half hour, just, everybody let loose and got out of control. But it is funny.
We love you, baby. I'm laughing. They're bad. It's juju.
It's Dirtbagger's fault.
Now you're getting blamed for something.
Yep, old Dirtbagger takes the responsibility.
Yeah, I guess. You know, I rub off on people, maybe in the wrong way.
Hey, hello, Bagger. I didn't say hi to you tonight. Hello there, Sam Bagger.
Hello, Juice. What's up there, Sam Bagger? The price of just about everything. Yeah, that's true. Except for your output.
You guys up about my paycheck.
What's your current draw?
Yeah, what's your current draw? I have no clue, and I'm not going to check. Currently, I'm drawing a 0. You definitely are.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Sounds like he's drawing a 0.
Yep.
Okay, ain't nobody hearing me. I just get my hear you over here.
We hear you, Grady. Don't get your fannies in a bunch.
Too late. You're all bunched up and in knots, man. Holy cow. Feels like somebody's trying to start up a chainsaw.
Big fat goose egg 0.
Who's Goose Eggs?
Goose eggs.
It's his eggs that we're counting.
Hey, Goose, do you lay eggs?
No, I do not. No, he eats them.
But if you laid eggs, you could get $5 a dozen.
Hey, I mean, if I laid eggs, it better be golden.
You're walking too funny.
The way our economy's going.
Hey, right now they're $5 a dozen, so you might want to start thinking about laying some eggs.
You ain't lying. Everything's going up. Except my paycheck. That's how much chicken eggs are, $5 a dozen.
I know everything's going up, but my paycheck.
You don't really have to buy eggs, man. We could boycott eggs.
All you need is a couple of chickens and a rooster. Rooster!
On the rooster, you can't eat those eggs. Yeah, you can. You just gotta eat them too. Actually, the Chinese eat. The Chinese people, I think they're Chinese. They eat them. They got half the fetus in there, halfway formed, and they cook them up and eat them.
That's the Philippines, called balut.
Eggs. They go steal a duck egg and just eat it. Balut.
Yeah, it's called balut. The fetus in the egg still. It's a Philippine delicacy. It's called balut.
They eat the chicken. And they drink the juice that's in there. It almost made me puke watching that.
I think a lot of that stuff was invented by people who didn't have time to wait for the thing to hatch. Oh, well, let's just go on and eat it. We'll give it a name. Let's call it balut.
They didn't have a microwave. I think the poor people were just hungry, and they seen them eat it, and now they're eating it.
Yeah. Somebody done turned the Roger beep on. Oh, no. Oh, that's radio roundup.
My thing you call Roger beep is off, but it ain't no Roger beep. It's like a little dink.
That's the biggest party foul you could do on Classic Radio Roundup. Echo or Roger beep.
Yeah, they're a band. What a band? What a band? Based on my circumstance. Roger beeps and the Echoes. They're not allowed on Wednesday and CB Roundup. Oh, this is World Wide Wednesday. Where's that to? What?
Then it got quiet. Incidentally, a goose don't lay eggs.
What do they do?
They're the ones that make the gander have the eggs.
Say that again.
Yeah, the goose is the boy. The gander is the girl. The girl lays the eggs.
No wonder I have so much trouble. Goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, the gander's the female. The goose is the guy.
No, the hen is the female.
The what?
It's a chicken.
Oh, no.
Again, birds have hens. The boy bird has a green debate club. Bad. Then what do you do? Pump your echo?
So which one is the gander? Isn't that the female?
Let go of my ego. No, the gander is the flock, is the sibling, the children, the ducks, what do you call them? Baby geese. The younglings. They're called the goslings.
Yeah. The gander's the female.
Gooses. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna ask Google.
Yeah, ask Google.
Not a goose, I'm gonna ask Night Train.
No, ask Google.
No, I'm not gonna ask Goose. What? Goose should know. I don't know. So I'm named after a mongoose, not the bird goose, that ugly thing. Good one. Goose and lies.
Alright, so that mongoose, that's a different animal altogether.
They send Bud to school to make Bud wiser. What? Hey, I'm supposed to be killing snakes instead of having snakes.
Oh, Lord. Well, JR, he done got the snakes in this conversation.
Snakes. Because after they go after the snakes.
Well, let's see what they say here. God darn, I had to know. The male goose is a gander.
So the male's a gander.
Yeah, it's the gander.
Yes. The male goose is a gander.
So goose is a female.
Oh, wow. Alright, so the male goose is the gander. What's the female?
So what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's right.
So goose is the female. All right. Yeah, I had it wrong.
Hey, I just sent you a gate there, Train. Let me know if you get it.
All right, 10-4.
Send it to me there, Pete.
You're not on it because you ain't making it down to London Grove, Pennsylvania.
Good for the goose is good for the gander.
All right, so the gander is the guy?
Yeah, but so the geese is like the transgender goose?
Go to California.
Geese is multiple transgender gooses. They're geeses.
Anything goes in California. All right, this one says how to tell if your how to tell the gender of your goose or gander. Yeah, you take a gander and then you know.
When God made boys, he made them out of string. He had something left over, so he gave them a little thing. When God made girls, he made them out of lace. There was nothing left over, so he left a little space.
Now listen, the way you can tell a female goose because it's the loudest one.
And she never listens. The loudest one.
There you go. There you go, right there.
I'm not the loudest one.
I think Goose might have turned his modulation down a little bit there, JR. He don't want to be the loudest one.
He was being good tonight. He was being a gentleman almost.
A goose man? Yeah, I want to scare.
Oh, man.
This working, Bagger. What is? The Imperial, man. It didn't cut out on me anymore.
Yeah, and it made it to London Grove.
What's London Grove?
507's QTH, who's copying the mail, whose video gate I just forwarded to you.
Not Magnetary?
Next to Maple Grove.
It's nowhere near Maple Grove. Complete different cardinal point on the compass.
10-4, Pete. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I could hear you and I could hear me loud and clear. Everybody else is not so good.
Oh yeah. Don't let JR fire up his baby driver.
Man, this Multi-Elmac sounds freaking grand down there. Oh man, I was like, oh dude, thanks for that.
Good up here, Pete. Hey Pete, how did mine sound down there, man?
I sent you the gate.
I would have to get up in order to listen to the gate.
Not well, you sounded good too. It definitely sounded good. I heard you and me really good.
Well, I don't have the beam that way, so I guess he won't hear me too well.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
What's good for the train is good for the Spitfire.
Tell him to key up and say something. Good grief. All of a sudden, I hear everybody on this walkie-talkie.
Yeah, what's good for the classic radio roundup is good for the rest of the mud ducks. Hey, well, good. Turn your CB off and talk on the walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie 1 to walkie-talkie 2.
I didn't say I could talk on the walkie-talkie, but I could hear on it. Well, if you turn off your CB, it means somebody will hear you on the walkie-talkie.
No, I don't think so. I think you might be able to hear me on the walkie-talkie. I don't think anybody else will. Is Green Dog still out there?
I've been out here. Ain't nobody else can hear me.
Nobody hears you.
I hear you fine. Yeah, you're coming in here the strongest out of everybody.
We've been telling them we can hear them. Yeah, we've been telling you we can hear you.
Yeah, but just everybody's ignoring you.
I can hear you. Used to that. 10-4. Let me sit back and get used to that. I'm back quiet.
They're not treating you right, Greenie. I know what to do if Goose pick on somebody. I know who to go and get.
Just watch out you don't squelch you out.
Stalky, man. I can hear you all the way down here on my walkie. What's Green Dog's 20 there? Price town?
Breezy Corner, 3/4 mile. 3/4 of a mile. Off of 12 and 73. Yeah, I know where you are. I think JR is coming in a little bit stronger. It's actually lazy corner. Breaker. Easy. Meatballs in there. Y'all got a breaker. Everybody's keying up at once. Hold on while I be quiet. Hey, breaker. Hey, what's going on, guys? 2 minute mission. That last conversation y'all had me and my cousin cracking up.
And we're entertaining.
That was our intent. That's it, man. You never know what you're going to hear on Classic Radio Roundup. Might even be comedy. What's up there, meatball? Here, who's paying attention?
Hey, Train.
Who's calling Train? Come on. Stinger, I'm hearing you good with the walkie-talkie, allegedly. And, yeah, Pete, I am looking forward to seeing that video gate when it pops up.
Yeah, the video gate should be up tomorrow morning, unless I run into technical difficulties. Like this past week, stupid YouTube is giving me trouble. Anyway, I finally got it uploaded, so sorry for the delay. But Train, 507 says, Train is usually top dog. Tonight, you have that spot. Me and my Multi-Elmac radio transmitter, 70 years old.
Hey, so it's your night, Pete. Therefore, I'll go get JR on you.
But he says nothing wrong with Train stuff. So you usually have, like, I don't know, apparently stronger, louder, or whatever. But tonight I took it from you.
Radio sounds good. Yeah, you got it tonight, Pete. It's all yours, 10-4. Pete!
Countywide.
Radio. Yeah, you're really coming in good here, Pete.
It's pretty cool when I can use this antique 70-year-old radio transmitter and be the big dog, big dog.
Did you turn it up in the last couple minutes?
I ain't touched nothing all night.
Got me a big old louder.
That's right. I got me a big old transmitter.
I don't know if it's a big dog or a high dog. Well, we should start a green dog.
Could be a hound dog.
Hey, JR. Ooh. All you gotta do is pump it up. I'm alright. Let him have his fun. Yeah, don't let me go getting JR on you, Pete.
Oh, I know what JR is capable of. But the only place I can hold my own with JR is on 160 meters. Everywhere else, he's got me beat out.
In the corner. Yeah, what are we around the corner? Well, I'm just glad I was making it up there on this antique radio, man. I'm telling you. This thing right here was giving me trouble. I was getting ready to sell it on eBay.
Yeah, well, when you check out that gate from 507, you're going to be like, wow, because that's why I said it to you. Like, oh, man, I'm making it down there in the clear. The train's making it down there really nicely in the clear. And everybody else is in the noise. But you and I sound like we're his neighbors.
Hello there, 507. Night train waving her hand at you. So, Casey's still gating.
Well, he might not be gating, but he's still listening.
We should try talking. I don't think he'll get in.
He has a philosophy about all that. And yeah, he probably could get where that's going.
What, Pete? It's still listening. I mean, he's talked here before, so what changed? My goodness.
Well, his Yagi's on the ground because of the high winds and all that, and his wire works, but it's not that great. He'd rather do it great and not do it not that great.
Oh, I get it. Don't want to be a grasser. Who's that? Tiger. You're like me on 160.
Uh-oh, another gate just came through. Let me check it out.
Tiger. Make sure you send it to me, Pete.
Oh, heck, Rooster made it.
Rooster.
I can hear Rooster loud and clear.
10-4. Yo, hearing is JR. I can hear him in there, but he's real low.
He's trying to get you to pump it up, JR.
He's always trying to get someone to
He's trying to get you to fire up that big dog.
What's going on here, hey, Bagger?
I can hear JR, but he's a grasser.
Oh, boy. What's up, Rooster? Hey, well, Tom, you sounded clear as out of everybody, but you're not the loudest. You got a lower signal, but you're the clearest. That's just quality cover 135.
That's because he has a cold.
Bagger White. He's even getting down here on the walkie.
What kind of walkie-talkie you got there, 1, 2, 3?
It's a little Midland, man, a little 7.5, 7.85.
Is it an antique or is it a newer kind of model?
No, it's a brand spanking new one, man. It's the cheapest one I could find, $40.
10-4.
Get what you pay for.
Hey, it's working.
Is that the one that you can mod for extra channels?
I don't know. I didn't get that far yet. I think it's like the 822. The 822 can be modded.
JR.
Oh.
Check your signal.
So I'm going to ask you, how did he make out today?
You're not up there yet.
Yeah, maybe he'll come out. 7 o'clock, I'm not going to text him. No. Maybe he'll come out because he already, this is the time he'll come out. Rising. Maybe we'll find out. Yeah, he's here. Oh, there he is. You ready to go tonight? Nah. I'm looking at other options. I'm kind of looking at the derail radios. $8. Yepper. Yeah. Stinger said your voice call came from Brian. You're I can't think of the name of the radio. Magnum S9. Yeah, the Magnum.
Train, can you forward that second video to Rooster?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, he's in there pretty good.
I'm on third on me right now.
That's 36 miles from my location.
My antenna's too low. That's why you can't hear me.
I can hear you. It's my video gate remote that can't hear you.
That's what I meant. Oh, where's that at?
35 miles due south of where I'm sitting.
Okay. No, that's all right. I can figure that out. You don't know which direction. He said due south. I know which direction.
Yeah, due south is one of the 4 cardinal points in the compass.
But one direction, not like southwest or southeast. I didn't hear that part. My bad. Oh, okay, you gotta open your ears up.
Yeah, 123's got ears. Oh, 36 miles. What? And 17 dB cross polarization loss. Oh, he's got to be specific.
Oh, yeah, gotta get it off.
Yeah, because he's using a horizontal antenna.
I heard somebody key up.
It's too funny. He's replying to me as I freaking talk.
Was he on the key right there?
No, he's texting me. My friend is texting me. 36 miles and minus 17 dB cross polarization.
I just got a half-pound dead key. That's what I was wondering.
No, he's not transmitting. He's texting me as I talk, though, replying to my comments.
10-4, 10-4.
Reminds me of when we used to have the live chat, when we used to do classic radio roundup with the video gate in there, or I should say, with Spew Radio running.
Live worldwide on Spew Radio.
Gotta add those texts to the comment section of the gate.
That's the only time a lot of us were worldwide was through Spew Radio.
There you go. Yeah, Miss Spew Radio.
Oh, I hear.
One way or another.
Spew Radio was good. It was really good when there was 3 different Spew Radio streamer locations at the same time. That was the peak.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Get out of here. Time for me to go. But boy, it sure has been interesting. So, good night, y'all. I'll catch you later. Oh, JR, we 10-7.
Good night there, old JR. See you, JR. Have a good one, man. Take care, JR. Good night, JR.
Good night there, JR73, and I think I'm right behind you. It's been a good fun, a really good fun classic radio roundup. Thanks for all who have participated. Find the video gate tomorrow or sometime thereafter if I run into technical difficulties again with damn YouTube. So that was last week. So hopefully it'll go better this week. So 7-3 all. Thanks a lot for the fun. Keeping classic radio roundup running and alive. 7-3 there, 507. Thanks for your additives. Countywide Radio signing.
Good night, JR. Good night, Pete. Good night, dear Pete. Thanks for the fun. It's been nice. It's been an enjoyable classic radio roundup. Yeah, I'm glad I could have made it. We'll anxiously await the gate. Catch you later, man. Hey, Pete, I got a question.
Real quick, go.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the most fun you've had when you haven't had a drink?
I can't answer that honestly because I've been drinking.
Have a good night there, Pete. All right, that's nice. That's all right. That's a good way to close it off.
I've had a lot of fun, but I have been drinking. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, thanks for the fun, y'all. 7-3, 441 going that way on my antique flea market radio transmitter with my Chinese junk receiver.
Was fun, no doubt. Everything sounded good. To the left, to the left, turn it to the left. Packer, you got to work tonight? Yes, I do, starting at 11. So that means you may as well not lay down, because you only got like 30-something minutes. That's right. Well, you might call in sick tonight. Tell them Night Train said you have the rest of the night off. Oh, holy. That would be cool. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, right? Bagger's tired. He's under the weather. Yeah, 10-4. Oh, well, you can call in. Except I don't want to talk much because I think I'm losing my voice. Oh, that's not good. They might even excuse you after a few words, you know what I mean? You can add.